Hey folks, welcome to the channel. This is Rockin' the Country, and as promised, I've got the second Amber in a row. Not my choosing, it's just the way the timing worked out. I just got done doing a reaction to Amber Dotson, and that was a gift request of Kevin Bounds, and I got a gift request shortly after I got the one from Kevin from Roger Smith to do Amber Digby's song, The One You Slip Around With. So not sleep around with, but I'm guessing it's the same import or significance, shall we say, same meaning. And Roger sent me a little notice of something he wanted me to pay attention to in this song, so we'll see how it goes. I won't say it to you guys because I don't want to prejudice you guys. But Roger, thank you for this gift and the request. I mean, it's not only two Ambers in a row, but their last name both begins with the letter D. So it's Amber D backed up by Amber D. But anyway, if either or both Ambers see this, I hope that's a cool thing. And Roger Smith is a huge Jason Eady fan. Knows his stuff when it comes to country. Absolutely. So, and that's what we do here, non-pop country. So this, without even knowing anything about the song, I can tell you this is going to be a non-pop country song. So here we go. See? Hear that bass right out of the block? Steel.
I had the key to heaven when we married.
This come out, Roger? All right, now I can let the cat out of the bag. When Roger emailed me, he said, emailed me the request. He said, Don, I want you to pay attention to the walking bass line in this thing. So I guess this is the reference to walking where it goes boom, boom, boom. It is doing different things. I don't know. Walking means it's changing tempo or what it's doing. You could describe what that means. But I can see what you're talking about. I just can't really describe it because not being a musician, I have to experience something generally a couple of times before I can articulate it. But that's what Roger said. Pay attention to the walking bass line. So there you go. Oh, that steel.
Deep down inside, I know I should leave you. Yeah. How many tears must fall before that I could grieve you, and yet I'm always here when you return, and I'd rather be the one you slip around with than be the one whose dream of love is gone. Yes, I'd rather be the one you spend your time with than be the one at home all alone. Than be the one at home all alone.
That's brutal. it's a catch 22. Not even a catch 22. That's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's one of those things where you got to call it quits, you know? But she can't. I mean, the hope, you still hold on to some hope that he'll come back to her and that things could be the way they were, but they can never be the way they were. Every day is a new day in the life of every human being, no matter what goes on in it, for the simple reason that you're one day further from your birth and one day, in a sense, closer to your death. But it changes you, even in mundane days, change you in marginal ways. You've got a little bit more life experience added to the inventory of who you are. And this is one of these things it's not a seminal moment. It certainly is when you find out he's cheating on you. He's going around sleeping with other women. I guess if we just keep lowering the bar and lowering the bar and lowering the bar, really what you're trying to do in this situation is try to accept the new circumstances so you could at least have the parts of this guy that she loves still in her life. And some women do. I mean, I do know some folks, and I could never do this in an open relationship. Some women accept that men just have generally, not categorically, because some women have extraordinarily high sex drives, but that men do this sort of thing. Women cheat too, by the way. So I'm not saying that this is the exclusive domain of men, but I know some women who, not a lot, mind you, too, mercifully, that are okay that their husbands sleep around. These husbands make really good livings, and the women are like, even before they got married, they knew that this is what the husband was going to do. He's going to be on a lot of business trips. He makes a lot of money. He's good looking. The women are going to be throwing themselves at him in different ways. And they're just like, all right, we'll make my peace with this. All right. You can go have your fun as you're on your trips or whatever. As long as you love me and provide for me, I'll let you do that. Now, that's abhorrent to most folks, myself included. I couldn't do that for me. But in this one, she's lowering the bar. She's trying to find a way to accept what he's doing, but she's home alone. There was no talk of being on a business trip. He's just out slipping around, sleeping. And it's not sleeping. It's kind of funny that what we say, they're sleeping together. I mean, it's like, they're doing anything but that. Maybe later, I don't know. But I like her voice. I like the cadence. Everything in this thing was driven, Roger, by the bass line. Absolutely. I mean, this is one of those songs where, too, it isn't just what you hear most prominently, it's what you don't. Ordinarily in songs, you'll hear the lead guitar, you'll hear the vocalist, and you'll hear the drums. Those are most prominent. Bass is generally designed to be underneath it all, to where frequently you don't even notice it. But that supports the other instrumentation. It keeps tempo. The bass player works with the drummer generally, sort of off half notes, half beats. It's like drum, bass, that kind of thing. But in this one, the drum was in the background. You almost didn't notice it. You had the steel and you had the bass and amber. That's what you had in this song, basically. But the drum was there. It was absolutely there. It wasn't a standard drumstick, I don't think. It sounded more like one of those brush thingies, that they'll use to make a different, more muted sound, sort of under. So, but the storyline in this, you just feel for somebody who can't make that decision to sort of just punch themselves in the heart for a final time, because you have to do it yourself and say, I'm going, and then you go. And then you're also punching yourself in the brain because you're trying to figure out, what the heck am I going to do with my life now? I got involved with a scoundrel. He loved me. I was what he needed, and then I wasn't. And then the self-indictments come about. Did I let myself go? Do I not have a sense of fashion? Was I complaining too much? Was I not this? Did I only cook right? What could I have done? You sort of search. That's normal, and that shows you have a conscience, because we should do that when relationships fail. But there comes a point, at some point, when you say, all right, I'm going to move along, and I'm going to deal with all those things. What I'm not going to deal with is a dude who's sleeping with other women. pretty straightforward. But I like her voice. She's got that rasp. She's got that old school style. I mean, like almost a 50s style. So, all right, Roger, I'm going to rate this one. Man, I got off on a tear on this one. The number that popped into my, this surprises me, is a 9.1. I don't know why it surprises me. It wasn't an overly complex song, but complexity isn't what drives my decisions in songs. There's many components that do, and this really got me thinking about just one person's story about accepting a guy who's slipping around and what it means to her. Not just that, I mean, it's easy to say he's a greaseball for doing it, but that isn't the storyline here. The storyline is her lowering her expectations to try to keep the guy. And, I don't judge. Hey, I'm not in her shoes. I haven't lived her life. And she's trying to keep a guy that she loves and try to find a way to make it work. Good luck on that one. All right, guys. Amber Digby, the second Amber in a row. Roger, thank you again, my friend. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.